Welcome to the latest 1.17 Minecraft Snapshot, where Mojang has finally added Lush Cave generation into the game. But before we take a look at that, let's address how Mojang has listened to us and re-added iron ore back in the game. They also tweaked some other ore textures, so let's just take a look at them. The old textures are on the left, and the new ones are on the right. As you can see, they've re-added iron back into the game, and they've also tweaked the diamond ore just a little bit so it matches the other ores better. I like this change as the diamond ore looked a little bit outdated compared to the other ones, but so much for not changing the diamond ore texture. Mojang has also created new Deflate textures for emerald, coal, and copper. Why? I have no idea, because these ores don't spawn below y=0, but I guess they're just good to have in the vanilla version of the game. So yeah, you won't be able to find these ores through natural ore generation. Anyways, back to these brand new Lush Caves. Let's just take a look at this, because this looks pretty sick in my opinion. These Lush Caves can be found beneath azalea trees on the surface of in caves, and like they're pretty sick. This one I found is like ginormous. There's a lot of stuff in here that I want to point out to you guys. So first we have moss both on the ceiling and on the ground of these caves. There are also spore blossoms that grow from the ceiling, so you get this like nice green cave particle effect while you're in these caves. There's also a lot of azalea and flowering azalea bushes. The main source of light from the caves do come from these glowberries that grow from the ceiling. They light up a good chunk of the cave, not all of it. As you can see, like there's some parts that are dark, probably because of how big this cave is, but these do provide a decent amount of light, so you can see the caves pretty well. Not enough to prevent mobs from spawning, but enough to where you can see most of the cave. And the last part about these Lush Caves I think is really cool and interesting that I actually did not predict would be in these caves are these clay pools that have drip leaves growing out of them, and both the small ones and the big ones. But when drip leaves were first announced, I did not know that they were planning on implementing them into the Lush Caves, but I really like how they implemented it here, as they add like a nice greenery water clay area to these caves, which is just super sick. But yeah, let me know what you think about these new caves. I personally love it, and I'm excited to see the other types of biomes that they'll be adding into caves. Also, while I was recording, guys, I saw this cross between a Lush Cave and a mine shaft, and this looks pretty sick, not gonna lie. We have like the deep slate mine shaft combined with the Lush Cave, and this just looks really sick. I don't know if you can actually find this when 1.17 comes out, but this is definitely something super cool that I wanted to point out. Some other things that Mojang added into the snapshot that I would like to point out is that you can find Infested Stone down where deep slate spawns, and they've also added Infested deep slate as well, and this just means that silverfish can spawn in these blocks. So I guess if the strongholds spawn lower in the new version of 1.17, there's going to be infested deep slate instead of infested stone. They also added the cracked deep slate tiles as a new block, as well as cracked deep slate bricks. So for you builders out there, just a little bit more of textures to work with. And with every new snapshot now also comes new ore generation, so they tweaked the ore generation a little. Emeralds are more common in mountains, lapis ore spawn more, copper, gold, and redstone ore all spawn less. Diamond blobs have been nerfed as they're smaller now, as they can only be found in like veins of I think 2 or 3, sometimes 4 for the most part. At least that's what I've seen when I was exploring the new caves. And there's also less diamond ore overall. This is Mojang really making sure that diamond ore isn't as abundant or frequent as they were in the previous snapshots, making diamond once again to be more of a rare ore. Iron ore generation is also a little lower now, and there's also less iron ore that is generated. And last but not least, there's reduced air exposure for coal. That just means when you're on the surface, you might not find coal as often. That kind of sucks because I like easy coal at the start of the game, so I can like make torches and like smelt stuff, but oh well, I guess. I wanted to keep this video short and straight to the point, so that's everything you guys need to know about the new 1.17 snapshot. Let me know your thoughts on these new sick Lush Caves, as well as how they re-added iron ore back into the game. Don't forget to like if you found this video informative, and hit that subscribe button if you want to stay up to date with everything coming to Minecraft 1.17. My name is Ray, this is RaysGamez, and I'll see you guys in the next video.